Om Shri Padmatmane Namaham. Namaste devotees and Jai Sita Ram. Apologize, we're starting 6 minutes late. I was preoccupied trying to get the computer stuff set up in the back. And I looked at the clock and it said 10. Before we commence with our service for today, being October 30th, 2022, I ask that you all join together with me as we sing this very beautiful bhajan, as we go ahead and prepare our minds, our bodies, and our souls for our service for today. आज अंधेरे में है हमारे इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान आज अंधेरे में है हमारे इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान Sister Tiffany, go ahead and take a flower and start off by standing for me, please. Oh, didn't turn that off. And at this time, devotees, ask that we all join together as we go ahead and clasp our hands and close our eyes. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs up with air, and as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, and your entire body. With your eyes closed, I want you to void your thoughts of all negative aspects, all worldly desires, and anything that may be causing you stress. And at this time, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you, one that helps you focus and concentrate. And join together with me as we chant our opening prayers. Om Hari Om Hari Om Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Ishavasyam Miram Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tektena Bhunjita Magrudha Kasya Swadhanam Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We offer prayers to Prithvi Mata as we bless and sanctify the seat under which we sit. Om Samutra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastobhyam Padasparasham Kshamaswame Om Prithvi Tvayadratha Lokam Devi Tum Vishnu Nadratham Tvam Shadharyamam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. Go ahead and take your seat and place your flower down on the altar. Could you grab the paper towels, please? Thank you. And these will be for you. Welcome. We'll start off with taking some water into our right hand and washing our hands. Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami Govindaya Namaha. We sip water 3 times to purify the body. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Shri Mai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. We wash our hands again. Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Vashtam Gatopiva Yaha Smerit Pundari Kaksham Sabhayabhyam Tara Shuchi Om Chandanasya Mahat Punyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparam Harate Nityam Lakshmi Stishtate Sarvanam. We take water in our left hand now as we commence with Angsparish, as we bless the various parts of our body. Om Wang Miyasyastu. We ask, O Lord, by thy grace, may my tongue be ever blessed with the power of speech. Om Nasorame Pranurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my nostrils be blessed with healthy, vital air. Om Akshorame Chakshurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my eyes be blessed with the perfect power of vision. Om Kanyorame Shrotamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my ears be blessed with the power of hearing. Om Bahorame Balamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my arms be blessed with strength. Om Urhorme Ojavastu. We ask, O Lord, may my legs be blessed with vitality. Om Marishtani Miangani Tanustanoami Saha Santu. We ask, O Lord, may all the other parts of my body be safe from harm, rendering them healthy and sound for life's daily work. Go ahead and take another flower in your hand, Sister Tiffany. Any color is fine. And devotees, we all join together now as we commence chanting the most powerful Gayatri Mantra. Om Agakshe Varade Devi Akshari Brahma Vadini Gayatri Jagat Madhar Vishwayoni Namastute. Om Bhore Bhuva Swaham Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Bhore Bhuva Swaham Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Bhore Bhuva Swaham Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Prem Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. Place your flower down on the altar. I don't suppose we have any red flowers, do we? Take one of the ones on the far end, like the orangey brownie ones. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm not very good with colors. At this time, devotees, we join together as we offer praise and obediences to that remover and destroyer of all obstacles in our life. We offer praise to Lord Ganesh. Om Shri Ganapati Namaham. Om Yajananam Bhutanganadhi Sevitam Kapita Jamhu Palachara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. At this time, I'll request that we have one bhajan dedicated to Lord Ganesh as we commence with our puja up front. Place your flower down in here.
वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम हो रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम हो हे शशि शेखर वंदना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना जो ध्यावे मांझित पल पावे जो ध्यावे मांझित पल पावे अग्रदेव तुम वंदना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना काम क्रोध मद लोभ वादी हरो काम क्रोध मद लोभ वादी हरो निर्विकार निममना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम हो रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम हो हे शशि शेखर वंदना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना वन्दे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लम्बोदर गजानना हे लम्बोदर गजानना हे लम्बोदर गजानना
Om. At this time, devotees, we join together as we offer our final pratana, our final prayers to Lord Ganesh. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Raksha Raksha Ganadhaksha Rakshitrenudya Rakshakara Bhaktanam Bhayam Kartha Trata Bhava Bhavaranavat Om Shriman Mahaganadhipate Namah Prem se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. You're going to take your flower, place it down right here in front of Lord Ganesh. Take a pink flower in your hand for now. Or purple. No, purple. We'll do purple. And at this time, devotees, we offer prayers and obediences for that mother of knowledge and learning in this universe. We join together as we offer prayers to Mother Saraswati. Om Maha Saraswati Namaham. Om Saraswati Mahabhage Vidye Kamala Luchine Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varare Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Maha Saraswati Namaham. I'm going to have you place your flower down right here. Take a pink flower in your hand next. what I want you to do is take this lighter, you just hold it away from you and click the button, and you're going to light this diya right here as we offer prayers to that Mother of Light and prosperity in this universe. We offer prayers to Mother Lakshmi. Om Lakshmi karotu kalyanam Arogyam jana sampadam Mama shatro vinashaya Deepa jyotirnamostute Om namaste astu mahamai Shri pite sarapujate Shankar chakra gada haste Mahalakshmi namostute Om namaste garudaurude Ulasura bhayankari Sarva papa hare devi Mahalakshmi namostute Om sarvagye sarvavarade Sarvarusha bhayankari Sarvarukha hare devi Mahalakshmi namostute Om siddhi buddhi prade devi Bhukti mukti pradayani Mantra murate sada devi Mahalakshmi namostute Om Adyantarahate Devi Adya Shakti Maheshwari Yoga Jayoga Sambhote Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Stula Sukshma Mahaurodre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Padmasanastate Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Parameshi Jagane Madhar Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Shwetambaradhare Devi Nanalankare Bhushite Jagatastite Jagane Mathar Mahalakshmi Namostute Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Mahalakshmi Namaham. You're going to take your flower, place it right here in front of the diya, and then take a yellow flower in your hands. And devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that universal mother and that destroyer of all evils in our life. We offer prayers to Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Mahadurgai Namaham. Om Jayandi Mangala Kali Bhandra Kali Kapalini Durgakshama Shivadhatri Swahaswadha Namostute Jai Tom Devi Chamunde Jai Putharati Niharini Jai Sarvagate Devi Kareratri Namostute Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shamnita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samsita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Daya Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. As we pray to Mother Durga devotees, I say, O Durga Mata, thou art the universal mother, and we your children worship you in many forms. O Ma, we see you as Buddhi, wisdom, Lakshmi, prosperity, Shakti, energy, Shraddha, faith, Shanti, peace, Tushti, contentment, and Daya, compassion. And as we pray to you, O Ma, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah, as we pray to you, O Ma, we bow to thee again and again. Devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to Mother Durga in the form of the universal mother, Mata Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham रूपम नहीं जयम नहीं यशो नहीं दुष्यो जही. At this time, devotees, I say I have one, maybe two bhajans dedicated to the universal mothers as we continue with our puja up front. Please, that one right there in front of Mother Duda.
जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी सब आई शरण तिहारी मैया दे दर्शन महारानी दे दर्शन महारानी मैया दे दर्शन महारानी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी तू मंगलमय पावनी मैया कृपा सदा बरसावे दीन दुखी शरण गते जान की बिगड़े काज बनावे तू अंतर महादानी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी देवा सभी आराधन करते ऋषि मुनि ध्यान लदाते ईश्वर संसार की प्राणी तेरे कीरत गाते तू देवी वरदानी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी तू राज़े जिस पे हो गावे खोले सुख के द्वार मन में जगह गवा धनक के ज्योतिर्हर लेते अंधियारे तू ज्योतिर्माई शिवानी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी सब आई शरण तिहारे मैया दे दर्शन महारानी दे दर्शन महारानी दे दर्शन महारानी
Om Mahasaraswate Mahalakshmi Mahadurgai Namo Namam Om Dhupam Deepam Samarpayami. Take a mahambog or cup of prasad and place one in front of each of the mothers. Om Sharkara Khanda Khandyani Darikshriyam Garitani Cha Aharabaksham Bhojam Cha Naivedyam Pratigrihiyatam. You place some fruits, so apple, banana, orange. No, I said all that wrong. Apple, grapes, orange. Om idam palam maya deva stapitam paratastava tena me sapalava aptira bhajtanmani janmani. I think there's something going on in my head. I pictured the physical form of a grape, and for some reason I said banana. And then, a citrus fruit for the Mother Durga. Om idam palam maya deva stapitam pratastva tenami sapalavatirabhoj janmani janmani Om mahasaraswati mahalakshmi mahadurgai namo namaham Om naivedyam Om akandaritu phalam samrapayami. We sprinkle the water on each one of them individually. Om shitalam nirmalam toyam karpurena suvasitam Achamyatam midam devi parisira paramamyaham Om mahasaraswati mahalakshmi mahadurgai namo namam Om Prem sabaro saraswati mata ki jai Prem sabaro lakshmi mata ki jai Prem sabaro adi shakti durga mata ki jai. Go ahead and take another one of those that you know exactly which one I'm talking about at this point. And devotees, at this time we join together as we offer prayers to the most influential beings in our life. Those beings that dictate when we can celebrate events, the temperament that we carry, even the own name that we get at birth. We join together as we offer prayers to the Navgraha Devataya. Om Navgraha Devataya Namah. Bharam ha murari tripura takari bhanu shashi Sato Bodhascha Guru Sashukra Shanirahu Kitoa Sarvengraha Shanti Karam Havandu Sarvengraha Shanti Karam Havandu. Place your flower down right here. Uh-oh.
Chandrama Devataye Namah Bham Devataye Namah Bodhya Devataye Namah Brihaspati Devataye Namah Shukra Devataye Namah Shanishchara
Today being the Sunday devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that being that exists in the form of the sun and that sustainer of all life on this planet. We join together as we offer prayers to Surya Narayan Bhagavan. Om Suryaya Namaha 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 Adideva Namastubhyam Prasiddham Mama Bhashkaram Devakara Namastubhyam Prabhakara Namastubhyam स्तुते सूर्याय नमः सूर्याय नमः सूर्याय नमः सूर्याय नमः ओम प्रेम से बोलो नवग्रह देवता की जय प्रेम से बोलो सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय place your flowers down right here and then go ahead and take another yellow flower in your hand. Devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that sustainer of all things dharmic and all things righteous in this universe. We offer prayers to the Lord Vishnu. Om Shri Vishnuve Namah. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayaram Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghuvaranam Shubhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhiradhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavayaharam Sarvalokyekanatham Om Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundhalam Sapita Vastram Sarasirurveshanam Sahara Vakshastala Shobhikosubhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturbhujam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturbhujam. We join together as we offer prayers to the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Vidhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. We offer prayers to Mother Sita. Om Jagatasutha Jagajanani Janaki Atishaya Priya Karuna Nidaniki Akhi Jugapada Kamala Manavu Jasu Kripa Niramanamati Pao. We offer prayers to Hanuman Swami. Om Mano Javamaruta Tulyavegam Jitindriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajamanariyuthamukyam Shri Ramarutam Sharadam Prapati Shri Ramarutam Sharadam Prapati. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Om Dhararavinnena Padaravinnam Mukharavinde Vinivishrayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puthi Shrayanam Valam Mukundam Manasasmarami Valam Mukundam Manasasmarami Om Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopal Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Mukham Karoti Vachalam Bhanghum Langayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachalora Madadaram Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. At this time, devotees, 1, 2, maybe 3 bhajans dedicated to Lord Vishnu, his various incarnations, Hanuman Swami, or Mother Sita, as we commence with our puja up front.
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने वस्तु अमोलक दे मेरी सतगुरु वस्तु अमोलक दे मेरी सतगुरु कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मैंने कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो जन्म जन्म की पूजी पाए जन्म जन्म की पूजी पाए जग में सभी को आयो पायो जी मैंने जग में सभी को आयो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो किरचे न कोते छोड़ न लोते किरचे न कोते छोड़ न लोते दिन दिन बढ़त सवायो पायो जी मैंने दिन दिन बढ़त सवायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन वस्तु अमोलक दे मेरी सतगुरु, वस्तु अमोलक दे मेरी सतगुरु, कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मैंने, कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मैंने, राम रतन तन पायो पायो जी मैंने, राम रतन तन पायो पायो जी मैंने, राम रतन तन पायो। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, जय जय प्रभु दीन दयालु हरे, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, जय जय प्रभु दीन दयालु हरे, श्री राम हरे घनश्याम हरे, श्री राम हरे घनश्याम हरे, जय जय प्रभु दीन दयालु हरे, जय जय नारायण नारायण नारायण, स्वामी नारायण नारायण नारायण, लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण नारायण, भगवान नारायण नारायण नारायण, बोलो नारायण नारायण नारायण, बोलो नारायण नारायण नारायण, बोलो नारायण नारायण नारायण, बोलो नारायण नारायण नारायण। जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, 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 मन तेरा बोले राधे कृष्ण, मन तेरा बोले जग बोले राधे कृष्ण जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल 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 जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो हनुमान स्वामी की जय प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. Right, take one of these purple flowers in your hands. And devotees, at this time we offer prayers to that universal Father, that universal Guru. We offer prayers to that destroyer of all evils in our life and its universe. We join together as we offer prayers to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Harapurang Horam Karunavadharam Samsara Saram Mujagindraharam Sada Santam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. As Sister Tiffany and I go up to commence with Lord Shiva Puja, I ask that we have a Lord Shiva Bhajan at this time.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् देवमुनिप्रवर्चितलिङ्गं कामदहं करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् कुमकुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं चित सेवित लिंगम भावर भक्ति भिरेव च लिंगम दिनकर कोटि प्रभाकर लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् सुरगुरु सुरवर पूजितलिङ्गं सुरवन पुष्प सदार्चितलिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् लिङ्गाष्टकमिदं पुण्यं यः पतेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः
जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर शंभो जय गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर जय गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर जय शिव शंकर शंभो जय शिव शंकर शंभो जय शिव शंकर शंभो हे महादेवा हर हर देवा हे महादेवा हर हर देवा शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर शंभो Shiva Shankara Shambho. He Gangadhari Jaya Tripurari. He Gangadhari Jaya Tripurari. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Jai Shiva Shankar Namami Shankar. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Shiva Shankara Shambho. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara. Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Shiva Shambho Mahadev. Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Gauri Shiva Shankara. Gangadhara Nataraja. Gangadhara Nataraja. Shambhu Sada Shiva Nataraja. Nataraja Nataraja. Gauri Pati Nataraja. Nandishwaraya Shambhu Nataraja. Nataraja Gangadhara. Nataraja Gangadhara. Om Namah Shivaya.
Sister Tiff, take a flower in your hand. Any color. I'll take that white one, actually. Devotees, we offer this next prayer for all those suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. May their passage be as smooth and tranquil. Om Dhyambakam Yajamehe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat Om Dhyambakam Yajamehe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat Om Dhyambakam Yajamehe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Kartikeya Namaha Om Nandeshwaraya Namaha Om Vasukiye Namaha Om Shri Samba Sada Shivaya Namaha. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankara Bhagwan ki jai. Hold on to that flower. Devotees, we join together for those of us of our Guru as we offer a prayer to our Guru. If not, we take Lord Shiva or any devata in our mind as our universal Guru. And as we join together in prayer. Om Guru Ra Brahma Guru Ra Vishnu Guru Ra Deo Maheshwara Guru Ra Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murati Puja Moolam Gurur Param Mantra Moolam Gurur Bhaksham Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripar Prem se Guru Guru Deo ki jai. Place your flower in front of Lord Shiva. And devotees, for all those of Prasad Charawe, that you please come forth at this time. Yeah, this is stiff. I always tell people when you perform puja, like when you sit down for a puja, you have to utilize muscle groups that you didn't realize that you had to utilize in a long time. You want swole obliques? Do a yajna. You should put a flower and some tulsi on yours as well. Awesome. We'll hold our prasad in both hands as we make these offerings. Om Naivedyam Grahitam Deva Bhakti Mehi Chalam Kuru Ipsitam Evaram Nehi Paratreha Parangatim Om Idam Palamaya Deva Stahapitam Purvastava Tehiname Sapalavaptir Bhavajanmani Janmani Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangayam Nirmalam Janam Achmanam Mayadaktam Grahitam Purushotamam. Off your prasad. You can place some fruits down anywhere on here. Ishan, there's a spoon over there. If you want to take some, you can put some in one of these cups. That one. Perfect, Jack. devotees, may we all join together now as I commence enchanting our Hawad mantras. Om Agni Mili Purohitam Yagyasya Devamretmajam O Dharmrathatamame Agni Devaya Namaham. We're going to make our offerings of ghee and samagra into the Hawan Fund. Om Prajapati Swaha Idam Prajapati Idam Namamam Om Indraya Swaha. Yeah, go ahead. Om Agane Swaha Idam Agane Idam Namama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namama Om Hu Swaha Om Bhua Swaha Idam Vayu Idam Namama Om Swaha Swaha Idam Suryaya Idam Namama Om Suryaya Namah Swaha
Idam
Suryaya Idam Namama Om Chandraya Namah Swaha Idam Chandraya Idam Namama Om Bhaumaya Namah Swaha
Idam Bhamaya Idam Namama
Om Buddhaya Namah
Swaha
Swaha
Idam Buddhaya Idam Namama
Om Brihaspati Namah Swaha
Idam Brihaspate Idam Namama
Om Shukraya Namah Swaha
Idam Shukraya Idam Namama
Om Shanishcharaya Namah Swaha
Idam Shanishwaraya Idam Namama
Om Rahave Namah Swaha
Idam Rahave Idam Namama
Om Ketave Namah Swaha
Idam Ketave Idam Namama
Om Ganeshaya Namah Swaha Om Mahangauri Namah
Swaha
Om Mahasaraswati Namah
Swaha
Om Mahalakshmi Namah
Swaha
Om Mahadurgai Namah Om Gurue Namah
Swaha
Om Brahmane Namah
Swaha
Om Vishnuve Namah Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha Om Ramaya Namah Swaha Om Sitaya Namah Om Hanamate Namah Om Krishnaya Namah Om Shivaya Namah Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah. This next one we're going to say Swadaha. Om Sarvebhyo Pitribhyo Namah. Swadaha. Very good. Om Bhure Bhuva Swam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhure Bhuva Swam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhure Bhuva Swam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. We take everything together and stand as we commence with Purnahoti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamrachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Murhanam Nivaratim Pratimha Viswanamrita Ajatam Agnim Kavhi Gwam Samrajatidim Jananam Asana Patram Chanyanti Deva Swaha Om Sarvam Goe Purnagwam Swaha Om Sarvam Goe Purnagwam Swaha Om Sarvam Goe Purnagwam Swaha. We join together as we take blessings from Agni Devata. Om Tadavaganesi Tanvame Pahi Om Madhyaragani Sadyurame Dehi Om Varachuragani Virtue Me Dehi Om Agneyanve Tanva Adanam Tanma Pruna Om Tejvasi Tejumai Dehi Om Viryamasi Viryamai Dehi Om Balamasi Balamai Dehi Om Ojasi Ojamai Dehi Om Anyurasi Manyumai Dehi Om Sohosi Sohumai Dehi Om Shanti Rastu Pushti Rastu Brithi Rastu Ida Papram Patiramastu Vipare Chitushpare Sura Shanti Bhavatu. We offer Achmanim. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Niramalam Jalam Achmanamayadatam Grihetam Purushotamam. Om Shanti 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 Harium Prem Spuragni Devata Ki Jai. Very good job, Jack. Very good job. And the more you do that, the closer I get to retirement. So keep it up. All right, Sister Tiff, we're just going to do a few prayers here. So devotees, we join together as we offer prayers as we commence with our sermon to Lord Ganesh to remove
Okay.
any obstacles from our path to ensure that we can learn the details and stories from today. We offer prayers to Mother Saraswati to guide us. Let's just clean our hands. And provide us with clarity of mind and knowledge to take away the information we're learning. We offer prayers to our Guru who set the path before us to ensure that we can sit down today to learn from the scriptures. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurumi Neva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidhyarambham Karishyami Siddhiram Bhavatu Me Sada Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Reo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaham Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaham Om Prem se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai Prem se Bolo Saraswati Mata ki jai Prem se Bolo Gurudev ki jai. Devotees, 2 weeks ago we had started chapter 19, which is the last chapter in book 1 of the Srimad Bhagavad Purana. And in it we talked about Raja Parikshit and the fact that he's giving up his life at this point. He knows something bad's going to happen and he's willingly giving himself and his life and everything he has left to Bhagwan before his life is taken, before his soul has to move on from this plane to the other. And last week, or in the 2 weeks we heard the following verses. Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
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 Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran. We talked about Raja Parikshit and the different things he was doing as he was getting ready to give up his life. Let me turn the volume down. We said that as all these great sages, all these great people were coming to sit by his side to worship with him because he decided to dedicate his life to the Lord. And all these great saints and sages just wanted to see this miracle at work because there's nothing more pure, more, awe-inspiring than watching somebody who's truly devoted and praying. Have you ever seen some, like sometimes you'll see some people praying and you're just like, you can tell that, their focus isn't always there. But then there's every once in a while you see somebody who sits down, their eyes are closed, they're just perfectly meditating. It's like there's a golden aura around them. Like you can tell they're focused and meditating. So they wanted to see this very beautiful thing. So he's sitting down, he's on kush grass, he's sitting laid to the east and facing the north from the southern bank of the wife of the sea, the Ganges. And it says, after having heard the assembled sages speak, thus impartially sweet to hear, grave and perfectly true, Parikshit complimented them, all with their appropriate show of respect, and said, desirous to hear about the activities of Vishnu, you, from all directions, have assembled here as embodiments of Vedic knowledge, maintained above the three worlds, with no other intention in this world or world hereafter, but to act for the good of others according to your innate nature. Your nature is dictating you to be good to others. Therefore, I beg you, trustworthy Vedic men of literature, to tell me which of all the different duties for each person, and especially for those who are about to die, you consider to be proper one, at least for me. What's the way I need to act? What are the duties I need to fulfill now that I'm about to enter into a new spiritual plane? What are the things that I need to do? You hear it in stories all the time. Like you'll see it in American movies. Somebody finds out they're going to die and then what do? YOLO. Go to parties, they do everything they need to, do all the bad things, the debaucherous things, the things that they feel like they should have done that they didn't do in their life. And that's not necessarily, if it's not according to the way you've lived, I don't understand why you would choose to make those things the last parts of your life. But at that moment he asked that question, there's somebody very important who appears in the scriptures. And we don't hear about him too often, but he's a very, very powerful son and a very wise man of Vyasa. His name is Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami is a very unique man. And I want you to hear how he presented himself to a great king and a bunch of sages. Okay? It's a little, if you're immature like me, you'll chuckle the first time you hear it. But just bear with me. It was dressed like a Medichan that he arrived, satisfied in self-realization, freely traveled around the earth surrounded by children without distinguishing marks of identity or any concern about material comforts. 16 years of age, he had a body with delicate legs, hands, thighs, arms, shoulders, and a forehead. His eyes were beautifully wide and a face with high nose, similar ears, nice eyebrows, and a neck as shapely as a conch shell. Starting to sound a little comedic though, right? With a fleshly collarbone, a broad chest, and a deep navel, he had nice folds in his abdomen. Stark naked, with curly, scattered hair and long arms, he had the hue of the best among gods, of Krishna. Even though he covered his nakedness, the sages, who had a keen eye for physiognomy, recognized the symptoms of the blackish skin he had, the internal beauty of his tender age, and the attraction for which he persuaded. He had a beautiful smile. You see those people with beautiful Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he looks at you, you know, people with beautiful smiles. To welcome the new guest, he who was always protected by Vishnu, Raja Parikshit, bowed before him to offer his obeisances, whereupon his less educated following of boys and women immediately withdrew as he took his exalted seat in regard of the respect shown. A 16-year-old boy with very dark complexion, wearing no clothes, with a neck like a conch shell. Do you see how this all sounds a little comedic? But the key thing that I wanted you to recognize here, which is the first thing that said, was he walks without any distinguishing marks of identity or concern about material comforts. He does not care about the material aspects of this world. He doesn't care about what people think about him. I can tell you right now, if I were to strip down out of this kurta, I would not be comfortable. I don't think any of us could say that would be comfortable with the lack of attachment to our own body, to our own soul, to how we look. He didn't care. But I also want you to understand the difference here. We have a very dark-skinned young man, and I hear it ever since I was a kid. You would hear things about the color of your skin, how dark or how light you are in comparison to how religious you are sometimes. And that's absolutely untrue. A dark-skinned 16-year-old young man with a beautiful smile. What did this great king do when he first saw him? Did he run in fear? Did he make a comment? Did he make any gestures? Did he have any sorts of bias to the 16-year-old boy? No. What was the first thing he did? He bowed down to his feet because he recognized the Atma within him, the greatness within him, the balance, the nature, the truthfulness, the Dharma within this young man. We all knew who he was. They all knew who he was. So Raja Parikshit bowed down in front of him. He surrendered in front of him. Surrounded there by the greatest of great saints among Brahmins, the kings, and the godly souls, Sukadeva was shown as the greatest lord, as resplendent as the moon, surrounded by the planets, heavenly bodies, and stars. Calm, intelligent, and self-assured, sitting down, the sage was approached by the great devotee, the king, who, properly bowing down with his folded hands, asked him the question in a polite and friendly manner. That same question, I, as a man who am about to leave this world, how am I supposed to act? For any of us in the audience, because none of us are 16, well, Ishan is... How old are you now? Yeah, so imagine any of us at the end of our life going to Ishan and being like, what do I need to do for the rest of my life? Ishan's like, I don't know. Sukadeva Goswami had many gifts granted to him. One of the gifts was knowledge, great knowledge. So this great king who's lived for many years, who's done many great things, is asking a young boy, what do I need to do at the end of my life? And that just goes to show us one important lesson. Knowledge comes from anywhere. It comes from any person, of any soul, of any age, at any time. That's why I love talking to children, because they ask the best questions. All right, put the apple down. But why? You know, an adult would never ask me that question, but a kid would, and I appreciate that. Why? Why? So Raja Parikshit said, oh, Brahmin, what a blessing it is for us to be by the mercy of you, being our guest, to have been chosen today as a servant of the devotee by the visit of your good self to be allowed to find our way. Thinking of your person, immediately all the places we inhabit are purified, not even mentioning what it means to see you, touch you, wash your feet, and offer you a seat. By your presence, O great mystic, a person's gravest sins are immediately vanquished, like what happens to non-believers in the presence of Vishnu. Finally, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, so dear to the sons of Pandu, is satisfied with me and has, from his affection for his cousins, by your visit, accepted me, the descendant, as theirs. How else could it be possible that you, out of your own, especially for someone in this last hours before death, have appeared to meet us, while normally, all perfect as you are, move unseen among common people? Therefore, I beg you, as the supreme master of all ascetics, for what a person in this life would be the path of perfection, and especially what would it mean for someone about to die? Please explain what a person should attend to and meditate on, O Master, what we should do, what he should think of, such serve, and also what would be against the principle. This I ask you because, O Supreme Devotee, one of the homes of the householders rarely sees you staying longer than the exact time of milking a cow. He's trying to give us times here. Now, I've never truly milked a cow all the way. I can only imagine that it's probably a short period of time. Is it? I don't know. I should have asked my nanny while she was still around because she had a bunch of cows. How long does it take to milk a cow? I don't know. I'm generally asking. All right. I'm going to ballpark it and say like 30 minutes. But this is how long people would see this young man for, to be in his presence, to obtain his knowledge. Sutta said, thus pleasantly being addressed and questioned by the king, the supreme son of Vyasadeva was so well versed in the knowledge of one's actual duty, began his reply. And thus, devotees, the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam ends. And I have no response for you. I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay? Sutta Goswami is leaving us on a cliffhanger for when we return back in November. Prem Sabara Krishna Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. I haven't read ahead either, so I don't know what the answer is. So I'm really looking forward this week to reading and really formulating a good response for everybody. Keep in mind, devotees, if you want to get ahead in this, bhagavatam.org, the book is all there online for you to check out. I can send you the link if you need it. And then additionally, we will not be meeting next week for service. I'll talk about that at the end. So we will reconvene in 2 weeks, which gives you enough time to review the information if you need to. Okay? Devotees, may we all please stand for our final arti.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ॐ जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ॐ जय जगदीश हरे सुख सम
while for me. At this time, devotees, as we join together now, as we join in clasp our hands and close our eyes, I ask that you take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, your entire body. At this time, void your mind of all negative thoughts, all worldly attachments, anything that may be causing you distress. And instead, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you. One that helps you concentrate, one that helps you focus. And join together with me as we chant our closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Pururam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschita Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam Janardanam, Yetya Pujatam Maya Deva, Paripurnam Dharastu Me. Papoham Papo Karmaham, Papo Atma Papo Sambhuva, Trahimam Bhundari Kaksham, Sarva Papo Haro Hari. Om Tvameva Matas, Shapitha Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mritoma Mritam Yamaya. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Devotees, may we all please bow. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Dhau Shantir Antarkshavam Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadheya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarve Gun Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. प्रेम से बोलो गणेश भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शक्ति मंदिर की, प्रेम से बोलो सनातन धर्म की. We don't need anybody here. Just as long as we have Jack, we're fine. Good job, Jack. Devotees, with this, we've come to the end of our Sunday morning satsang. And for those of you here in person, I'd like to thank you for being here. And for those of you who are tuning in via YouTube, I'd like to thank you for tuning in as well. I need to double check to make sure who's been in chat. I don't know why I took my glasses off. That was the wrong move. Let's see. Keep my volume to Auntie Zandra and to my Indira Didi and Sita Ram, to you both. Thank you for tuning in. For the other 10 folks who are tuning in as well, thank you for all tuning in. In regards to some events, devotees, we've got we're in the period of Tirath right now. That doesn't end until November. Other than that, we have no other events for the rest of the year. You can check to see when Panchak is on the calendars to know when to avoid to do certain things. And then you have your full moon pujas if you choose to do those. One more in November, one more in December. And with that, devotees, again, like I said, there's nothing else that's coming out. We will be producing our Mandir calendar for next year here relatively soon. I'll have all the big perps on there. If you have anything that you want to sign up for, let me know. There's some folks who've already signed up for certain things. I'm going to go ahead and put their names down on those calendars as hard names. But, we have a few more dates here in the rest of the year, too. I think we have one date in December and maybe 2 dates in November in which we have nobody sponsored to sit down. So for anyone who would like to sponsor before the year's end, again, we have open slots there. There's no obligation. We're not asking you to pay anything. All I ask that you come here, be on time, be present, and be focused. That's the only requirement I ever ask whenever you come to sit down for puja. One other announcement, devotees. Next Sunday, November 6th, 6th is next Sunday. We will not be having service here at the Mandir. The Mandir will be closed. I will be performing the 1-year funeral work for my Arunamosi. So we'll have family in town. I'll just be doing a lot of things that weekend. So I will not be available. And then our backup pundit, which is Mahendra, will be with me. So he also won't be available. So we won't have service that week. And that should be the only service other than maybe Christmas of this year that I think we're going to be closing the Mandir. We should be having service the rest of the year. But other than that, devotees, today is supposed to be a bit of a rainy day. Tomorrow's a little bit of rain as well. So just drive safe, be cautious, and I hope you all have a safe, happy, healthy week to each and every single one of you. Jai Sita Ram. I will now hand the microphone over to our president in training and our president in training for a few more announcements. Guys, move this way and stand in front of the camera so people can see you.
Rum rum. First couple announcements passed over to Jack. Happy birthday to Gloria. That's one. Please somebody. 10. Okay. Uncle Tim and Auntie Indira celebrated how many years anniversary? 16. As long as I've been alive. As long as I'm alive. And as Mona said, it is going to be rainy the next couple of days here. Make sure you're driving safe. We don't need any accidents. I'll pass it over to Jack.
Same birthday.
And Halloween, guys, make sure you're being safe. Make sure parents check in, do whatever. Everything. I pass it over now to our president.
Everybody have a safe and happy week.
We do.
Me too.
Period.